A woman walked the shelter aisles for 2 hours and couldn't choose. Exhausted, she finally sat on a bench. And from the last cage, a paw slipped through the bars and rested on her shoulder. A year later, she would say something strange. "I thought I rescued the cat. It turned out to be the other way around." So tonight, let me ask you a question that only sounds odd at first. Why did God send you your cat? Not why you got one. Why did this particular cat find you at this particular time? Whether you believe in God, fate, or simple chance doesn't matter, because your cat arrived carrying a list of quiet assignments. 9 of them, most confirmed by science that never expected these results. So as I count with me. See how many your cat is already doing. The first assignment, she arrived on time. Before anything else, do one small thing right now. Remember the month your cat appeared in your life, not the year, the month. Now remember what was happening to you then. A move, a separation, a loss. The kind of loneliness you never told anyone about? Ask any cat owner and you'll hear the same strange pattern. Cats almost never arrive during the calm seasons. They show up at broken homes. They wander in the year of a divorce. They appear at the door in the first hard winter after a goodbye. Psychologists explain it simply. In a crisis, a person cracks open. You finally notice the meow you'd have ignored a year ago. But look how beautifully that works. The package arrives exactly when you're ready to receive it. The second assignment is written into your heartbeat, to protect your heart, literally. Researchers at the University of Minnesota did something no one had done before. For almost 10 years, they followed more than 4,000 people, with cats and without. The results made cardiologists read the numbers twice. Cat owners' risk of dying from a heart attack was about 1/3 lower. A third? The reason is both ordinary and beautiful. Stroking a cat lowers your blood pressure and your stress hormones measurably in minutes. A cat on your lap is a nightly therapy session you never thought to prescribe. If a pill did this, it would cost a fortune. You got it for free, with whiskers and a temper. The third assignment, she performs out loud, and you hear it every day. To heal you with sound, purring. You think it's just contentment. Then hold on. A cat's purr sits between 25 and 150 hertz. And those aren't random numbers. In exactly that vibration window, bone and tissue heal faster and pain fades. Rehabilitation clinics use machines to make those frequencies. You have that machine built into a small, warm body, and it shows. One woman wrote that after 15 years of anxiety, her cat's purring calmed her mind more than anything else. By a mile. Another put it perfectly. Cats are healers. People with high anxiety lie down, and the purr pulls their stress back to the ground. Cats even purr when they hurt, to heal themselves, and they come to purr for you when you're sick. Before I go on, remember this. The fifth assignment is the one a hospice cat performed so reliably that the world's strictest medical journal wrote it up. Keep counting. The fourth assignment is the one that saves lives. To wake you in danger. Amy from Wisconsin was asleep when her cat leapt onto her chest and started biting at her face. A heavy, sleepy thing she'd adopted only hours before. Amy was diabetic. In her sleep, her blood sugar had crashed and she couldn't wake herself. The cat pinned her, and when she slipped under again, it ran to wake her son. The doctors were blunt. Without the cat, she wouldn't have seen morning. There are hundreds of stories like this. Cats warning owners of gas leaks, of fire, of a seizure minutes before it starts. Science says their nose and ears catch what ours can't. What science can't explain is why she decides to save you. A smoke alarm just beeps into an empty room. The cat comes and slaps your face with her paw until you're on your feet. The fifth assignment, the one from the medical journal, to stay until the very end. In a hospice in Providence lives a cat named Oscar, and the New England Journal of Medicine wrote about him. One of the most rigorous publications on the planet. Oscar does what no machine can. He unerringly finds the patient with only hours left, climbs up beside them, curls close, and does not leave until it's over. Dozens of confirmed cases. When doctors' predictions were wrong, Oscar was right. The staff began calling families whenever Oscar took his place. You still have time to say goodbye. Scientists think he smells the compounds a body releases in its final hours. But here's what matters more than the mechanism. Because of a cat, many people did not leave this world alone. The sixth assignment is quieter, and you feel it every morning, to keep you from falling apart. Ask any psychiatrist what breaks first when a person sinks. Routine. There's no reason to get up, so you don't, and the days blur into gray. Now watch what the cat does. At 7 in the morning, she's standing on your chest, completely indifferent to whether life feels meaningful. Breakfast is scheduled, so you rise, you pour the food, you change the water. It sounds like nothing. In psychiatry, it has a name: behavioral activation. And those small, forced actions pull people out of the pit more reliably than words. People who've survived their darkest months say the same sentence, almost word for word. I only got up because she needed to be fed. Stay with me. Because the seventh assignment is the hardest one to say out loud, and it's almost here. The seventh assignment: to share the grief that can't be shared. There's a kind of pain where words stop working, a real gutting loss, where stay strong, time heals lands like an insult. And here is what's been seen in thousands of homes. On those days, the cat changes. The one who is never affectionate won't leave your side for a second. She lies on the chest that hurts, silent, for hours. And notice this: she moves to whoever is having the hardest time. The child is sick. She sleeps with the child. You've been crying. She lies with you. Attachment studies found that most cats keep their people within reach and read our emotional state the way children read a parent's face. Listen to the people who lived it. When one woman's husband passed, she couldn't sleep until her cat curled into the bed beside her. When another man lost his wife, their old boy, Barnaby, who was never a lap cat, suddenly started appearing at his side every evening. And when the world says it's just a cat, they've simply never had one lie on their grief and refused to move. Because great love always carries great grief. Science says cats read our sorrow through the smell of tears, a sunken voice, changed movements. But the people a cat carried through the dark say it more simply. It's as if she knew. The eighth assignment turns everything upside down. She chose you, not the other way around. You think you picked a cat at a shelter from a breeder, off the street. But remember how it really happened. Of all the kittens, one came to you. Of all the passers-by, a street cat followed you home. Of all the cages, a paw reached for you. Shelter workers say it with one voice. More often than not, it isn't the person who chooses the cat. It's the cat who chooses the person. One man wrote that a stray simply chose him one night while he was working. And it changed his whole life just by being there. She reads you through channels you're not even aware of. Your smell, your movements, your voice in seconds. You came only to look, and you were already approved. Which brings us to the ninth and final assignment. And this one isn't hers. It's yours. This whole time we've been asking why God sent you a cat: to guard your heart, to heal with sound, to wake you, to stay with you, to hold your grief. Count how many yours already fulfills. And now, turn the question over. Not why God sent you a cat, but why God sent you to the cat. Look at it from her side. A tiny creature in a vast world of winters and cars and hunger where nobody cares. She needed a warm home, a bowl, a safe place to sleep belly up, and one person who would scratch behind her ear and never betray her. Out of billions of people on this planet, she got you. Maybe the parcel traveled both ways. Maybe the invoice listed 2 recipients. She keeps her assignments every day. She purrs, she guards, she forgives, she stays. And yours are simpler and harder at the same time. Don't betray her. Don't abandon her. Be there until the end of her short life. So here's one small thing to do tonight. Go find the month your cat arrived and hold it next to what you were living through then. That single overlap is where most people finally stop calling it coincidence. And later tonight, when she walks over and lies down against you, look at her a little more carefully. That isn't just a cat settling in. That's a report, filed at the end of another day, on assignments quietly completed. Tell me in the comments how your cat first came to you. Read the first few stories, and you'll understand. There's no such thing as coincidence.